Hi everybody, welcome to Creative Pouring by Cheryl. I'm Cheryl. Today we're going to do Froggy Friday with Girl in the Garage and the Dragon's Cave and the Base Resonator and oh my goodness gracious, I'm sorry I forgot the last one. I should know it by now. I'll put it up on the screen. I'm sorry guys. Okay, what we're going to do today is we're going to do this little bitty froggy mold and I'm going to put the base of resin in. I'm going to use my UV gentian. Put a small amount of resin in the bottom. Come on, a little more than that. And I'm going to try something that a lot of people have been doing lately. I don't know if it'll work for me or not, but um, my younger daughter, had given me some of these Orbeez. They're clear little bottle or clear little beads. See, I don't know if you can see them in there. And I'm going to try to put them in here to see if we can do what everybody's been doing with the little bubbles. Let me get my alcohol spray. Where'd I put it? There it is. And just spray the bubbles out of there. Spread it around a little bit to get it on that bottom. Same way with the knees. There we go. And I'm just going to try to put some in and see how it's going to work. I've seen all kinds of artists do this recently. So I just thought I'd try. I'm going to try to put one in each eye to see how that works. They're kind of big. But I think they'll be all right. Once I get this done, I'm going to check and see how it looks with the matte or the shiny, and if it's too matte and you can't see it, I'll be putting the shiny in, or I'll make it shiny. Put one in each knee. These feel so funny. They're kind of like water beads, but I don't know. I don't know what they are, but they feel like water beads. Come on, get over there. Trying not to overstuff it, but I think it'll look cool. All right, let me go ahead and cure this if I can get a hold of these beads or these bubbles. I'm going to cure this and I'll be back to you and we'll do the next step. All right, let's get this out from underneath here. These are cured. Let's go ahead and get the bubbles out. Oh, that popped out easy. And I broke that one. Okay, so I need to be careful. Let me see if they'll come out like that. Nope. I'm going to get a softer tool. One of my silicone tools and pop these out. Without dislodging, oops, I broke that one. Okay. It happens. We can break them easily. So at least I know that for the next time. These are fun. These are fun to play with. Oops, I popped one. And I guess they're just full of gel, these little Orbeez. Because the ones that I'm popping, as you can see, they're staying together. There's no water to them. Make sure I got them all out. I don't. There's one at the very head. And it popped. But it's okay. So what if it busted? Big deal. It'll be all right. And baby girl, if you're watching this, thank you so much for those. Let me get this cleaned up and I'll be right back to you. Well, that took me a little while to clean out. I'm hoping I got all of it. Because it's like, as soon as you think you got it all, you find another little bitty bunch. Well, let's see how this turns out. I'm going to go ahead and put these in there. I might try to use these little bitty iridescent balls for his toes. You see what I can do? You know what? Never mind. That's going to be too fiddly. Let's go ahead and just put this red in his toes, and then I'll put the gold in the bubbles. We'll see how this turns out. And I'm gonna back it with, I'm not gonna back it with my black. I'm gonna go with a dark sugar. I'm gonna mix that in the I don't want it too dark for the fact that, you know, UV resin and all. UV resin, it won't cure if it's too dark. All right, got that done. It's kind of like a purplish, reddish type. Change it, because the last time I didn't change it. We had blue on everything. This is going to be fun. See how the bubbles are really showing up now? More, more of that stuff. You know, I might just use this stuff in the back to back it with, because it's not seeming to be getting in there and sticking. So what I'm going to do, let's get that little piece out of there. See how I got that in there? Things are starting to show up. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a little cup. Let me find a little cup. Helps to take the lid off. I do that every dang time. I'm going to do this a couple layers at a time. So the first layer, I'm going to use this color here. Just a little bit. Because I already have a bunch in there that doesn't seem to want to stick. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Kind of doesn't want to stick. It kind of does. So, yeah. Put a little bit on the side there. Okay. Let's go ahead and put a little bit in here. Just enough to make it have color, but not too much that it won't be able to cure. Look at how pretty that is. That is so beautiful. Look at that. Okay, let's go ahead and pour some of this in some of these bubbles. Trying to get it in the head. And I'll get in there with this to make sure that they get in those bubbles. I don't want to pour this too deep because with UV resin, it doesn't do so good when you pour it that deep. Sometimes it'll wrinkle. At least that's been in my experience. These are some cute little bubbles. Let's see if I can get any of the unwanted bubbles out of there. I'm going to cure it. Be right back. Okay, I'm going to put the rest of this on there. Make sure you get down in that head if there's any extra bubbles in there. Okay, let's get this cured and I'll be back. All right, I'm going to mix up a little bit of this dark sugar. It's kind of like a brownish, but I think that would be better for this. And it's not going to take a lot because I want it to cure. I know I always say that, but it's the truth. If you don't let it cure, or if you do it too opaque, it will not cure. I just want enough to make it so that it's a little bit dark, but not too dark. If you have ever had a resin project that did not cure, you will understand. Because it's all bendy and it's awful. I had some ABCs when I first started out, you know, those keychain letters when you first start out, and I tend to put too much mica powder in it, and they were really bendy. That was not fun at all. And I used the cheap one from one of the major stores. Never recommend those. They're awful. Um, to this day, and I've been doing resin for good 4 years now. To this day, if I have one, it still stinks. It didn't, it cured, but it's bendy and it still stinks. And I mixed it up right, but anything I made from that is nasty. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and cure this. I'll be back. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically go in layers, small layers. So I'll be back when it's finished. Well, it's all cured. Sorry for the mat, I didn't change it out, but let's go ahead and get this little guy out of here. Come on. Careful with the little feet because you don't want to pull the toes off. I've done that before. I know I've got a lot of overpour right here, but I will clean it up. Let me just pull some of it off so you don't have to see all that. But I'll get it cleaned up real soon. Who'd think you can overpour with UV resin? Such an easy thing. Okay. That looks cool. Oh, that looks cool. I'm going to go ahead and put UV resin on top of it so it'll shine. Wow. We'll get him shined up and see what he looks like. Oh. When you want to shine the mold, all you have to do is put a little bit of UV resin on them and then rub it around. Oh, yeah. That is cool. Yeah, you just rub it all over on your finger. You can use your finger, you can use a brush, you can use whatever you want to. But oh my goodness gracious, he is so cute. I'm going to name him Bubbles. Let me go ahead and cure him, and I'll be right back. Bubbles is adorable. Look at that cute little face. There we go. Look at the bubbles. You're so cute. I get some real pretty pictures of him, and we will. I'll get some real pretty pictures of him. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my subscribers out there. Don't forget, when we reach 500, I'm going to have a 500 subscriber giveaway. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but it should be something decent. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up to everybody, including anybody that's in other countries. Because if it's in another country, it'll be a gift certificate. I mean, a gift card that I can send electronically. Probably an Amazon gift card. If it's somebody here in the States, we can go either an Amazon gift card or one of my resin projects. We can pick from one of them. It's just too expensive to send anything overseas like that, or I would. So, if you like this channel, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. And thank you for joining me on Froggy Friday. And don't forget to watch the playlist down below. We have some amazing artists on there, and I think you'll enjoy them. Well, that pin came right off the eyes. I'll have to get a different one. Okay, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.